Hey everybody, it's Lee. If you're a coach or you're looking for a great coach's gift this season, I'm really excited to announce that we've updated our book, How to Win, a step-by-step guide to creating a championship culture for your team for its 10th anniversary. I was really excited when our publisher came to us and asked us to update the book because we've been implementing the strategies within it for over 10 years now, which means we could add in stories, examples, and use cases for you to make sure that it works for your team. So again, the book, How to Win, a Step-by-Step Guide to Creating a Championship Culture for Your Team by Lee M.J. Elias is available on Amazon.com right now. Get it in time for the holidays. It's a great gift for your coach. I promise you they won't take the title to heart as long as you let them know it's from your favorite podcast, Our Kids Play Hockey, which we're going to get into right now. Happy holidays, everybody. Hello, hockey skaters and goalies around the world. Welcome back to another edition of the Ride to the Rink. It's Mike, Lee, and Christie with you today, and we're joined by NHLer Chris Therien. Played 12 years in the league, and Chris, I want you to talk directly to the kids. They're on their way to the rink right now. Give them a story. Give them some knowledge about what they need to be thinking about mentally, physically, as they go to their game or practice today.
All right, kids. You know what? I think first of all, the most important thing is when you're heading to the rink, what are you doing? Why are you going to the rink? I think the biggest first thing that you have to ask yourself is, are you having fun? Do you love the sport of hockey? That's the first thing, right? Do you love being in that locker room with your friends, with the other kids that you're going to go back out in the ice with? So number one, have fun. That's the most important thing. When you're out there, do things that are different. Try to make good plays when you're practicing with the puck. Have fun. That's the most important thing. Second thing, I guess when I look at it in terms of what you're doing out on the ice is your competitiveness. You know, if you're out there playing a sport of hockey, it at the time the games start, as much as you want to have fun, I think it's also important to make sure that you compete hard and give it your all out there to make sure your team has the best effort. And that's the other thing that I always tell people, have the best effort that you could possibly have. You know, 110% effort will overcome a lot of the mistakes that you make. And I think that is really, really super important. So have fun, work hard, and do all the little things right when you're out there with your teammates. If you have anything else, guys, I mean, I know you're editing this, but is
Yeah,
there anything
that's
else you
what
want
happens.
to?
Kids can get pretty depressed and upset if they get cut from a team. Maybe you could just give them some advice on how to prop themselves back up.
Yeah. So, so I don't know if some of you kids know, but when I was actually 14 years old, I like telling this story. I ended up getting cut from a hockey team, and I was really, really upset. Really, really, really upset. And you know, part of my life story was when I got cut from that team. You know, I left. I went home. I was pretty sad talking to my dad, and I realized that I wanted to keep playing hockey, but I didn't feel like I wanted to be there because I lost my friends, you know, like in terms of the team I was on. So one thing I did do is I realized that even though there are things that change in life sometimes, they're not always perfect. You have the opportunity to be around your friends. So if you do get cut from a team and you want to keep playing, go on and play for the next team. There's always an opportunity for you to go play for another team and to not make it as possibly as serious. Nothing is as important as your development, your mid-age, as in your teens. And when I got cut from that team at 14, that message that I put on myself from that made my whole career afterwards. I use that as my motivation from getting cut to say to myself, I'm going to try to be the best hockey player I can. I don't know if I'm going to be the best hockey player out there, but I'm sure going to give myself a chance to do it. And every single step and every time I went to a hockey rink, I remember the pain that I was in from getting cut from that hockey team, and I used it as motivation for myself. And that's a pretty good feeling for me to have as even an adult now, that I never gave up on my dreams as a kid. You know, I can tell you kids out there one thing, if you work for whatever you want, you put the determination, you're determined, and you care enough, you will be rewarded in this sport. And I promise you, you'll get great gifts from it. If it's college you want to play, if you want to play pro hockey after, you can probably do that too, but it's going to require motivation. It's going to require a lot of effort, and it's going to require being a good teammate. That's the most important thing. If you can be a good teammate to your friends out there and be a great friend as well as a teammate, well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have a great experience as a hockey player, because ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Being one member of a hockey team is a really, really important job. And I can't stress that enough to you guys.
Well, a really special message here from Chris, my friends. Remembering, kids, too, that it's not really just the great moments that define you. It's really how you respond to the tough moments and those adversities that you face during your time playing hockey. That's what makes you who you are. And we'll end the show by saying what we always say to the kids, Chris, which is we believe in you. You should too. It's not just enough for the coaches and the parents. You got to believe in yourself, kids. You got to have that self-esteem. Chris, thanks so much for sharing your story today.
Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.